Good afternoon. Sige na, okay lang. Play mo na. Kaya yan. Anyway, thank you for your patience. 5 minutes. Hindi ako sanay na 5 minutes nagsasalita. Masanay ako ng 2 hours. So, hi RV. And then, yung 5 minutes, mas may pressure pa sa akin kaysa sa 2 hours. Baba ko. Baka makalimutan ko. Go for it. Okay. Topic is 20 tips, 20 pictures in 5 minutes. So 20 tips I will share with you with I went through for 25 years. Okay lang yan. Don't worry. Ay. Yes, 25 years professionally, but 5 years before I graduated in school, I was already shooting with Niloshima na Pamir. And to make the long story short, people who have helped me like John Chua, Harvey, Bian Bautista, I always credit the people who have always helped me. And first tip that I want to share is sometimes you'll never know when good ideas work. I sent a postcard to American Photography Magazine. Tapos sabi ko, nagko-complain ako, bakit hindi kayo nag-feature ng mga Asian photographers, puro mga American? Tanga, syempre kaya nga ang title ng magazine American Photographer, kasi American photographers na ang fini-feature nila. And true enough, I won the Glamour and Beauty Award internationally for that picture. Wilma doesn't. Beauty is relative. Kung may pag may nagsasabi sa inyong ang maganda ay Chinita Moreno, you know what? Everything is relative. Don't believe that. Get inspirations from the master. This is one story that one question I asked before in my class. Gusto niyo maging fashion photographer? Please, raise your hand and tell me which fashion photographer do you want to imitate or emulate? Ang sabi nila, kawawa naman yung nandun din nakikita. Walang sumagot. Sabi nila, wala silang kilalang photographer. Kung gusto niyo maging photographer, please, learn from the masters. Don't be afraid to imitate because that's how we all learn anyway. Never forget the basics. Lahat ng tao gusto mag-shortcut, especially Filipino. So, iba ang photographer, iba ang visual artist. Kung gusto niyo maging photographer, please study light and shadow, which is the basic meaning of photography. Light and the study of light. Hindi visual artist as in Photoshop lang. Whatever they think the opposite. I plagiarized this from an author. Anyway, the point is, nung nauso ang mestiza at straight hair sa advertising, I went the opposite way. I painted Claudine dark and I curled her hair. So, mas napansin lahat ng images ko. When people think alike, try to think the opposite. It'll put your style in motion. Return the blessings whenever you can. Ibig sabihin, you have the power by your images to show people which is good and which is right. Do not forget your responsibilities. And whenever you can, do good according to the art or the craft that you have. Read a lot. You know what? People think inspiration is from magazines na nababasa nyo. Hindi. Maraming inspirations from books, from movies. In fact, from day-to-day living, you get inspirations from people. Listen to people. You'll be surprised how much inspiration they can give you. Never lose the child in you. The truth, most of my inspiration for photographs are based on my childlike brain. I love playing games, obviously, for those who know, Counter-Strike, and I used it as part of my fashion billboards. Next, think out of the box. If everybody wants white, try to do black. If everybody's seeing red, try to do the opposite. Bakit? That way, you stamp your own personality. Hindi kayo pare-parehong itsura. Ngayon, kung pare-pareho itsura nyo, you won't stand out, obviously. Do not rely on Photoshop. Utang na loob. Ito yung sinasabi ko. Ang Photoshop ay tool. Hindi yun Diyos ng photographer. Can we all repeat that, please? When you want to remove eye bags, use a reflector, not Photoshop. May kaibang ho yun. Do not underestimate the power of the pink peso. Mga kaibigan, ang mga bumibili, either babae, pinakamalaki, or bading. Magsispend ho sila. So, don't forget, there are other markets you need to contend to also. Hindi nakakahiya magsabi you are doing this for work because we all have to survive. Always put a punchline in your photograph. Ito iniisip ko, paano ko isushoot ng nude na makikita yung kanyang flower? Hey, that's a good idea. Why not put a flower in her flower? It actually works. Do not also underestimate humor. It can be part of your photograph or your image. The difference between pornography and art, yan ang tinatanong sa akin parati, is the point of view. Malalaman nyo lang sa photographer na nagsushoot nun. If the photographer wants to incite sexual response, that's pornography. If you want to incite beauty and art, then that is called art. Men are more vain than women. So, yung mga gusto mas maraming trabaho, trust me, ask more male subjects to come in front of your camera and they will actually pay to have their abs frozen in time. Try to discover new things. Ang bilis talaga nito. Try to discover new things each day. As far as where I stand right now, 25 years, 30 years, I still think I don't know everything. And I believe I do not know everything until I die. So, to make the long story short, anybody who presumes, marunong na ako, magaling na ako, that's the end of everything. Remember that. Next, less is more. Sometimes gusto natin maraming ilaw, maraming props. Actually, if you go back to basics and present less, it comes out even more beautiful. Ika nga, the more simple it is, the more beautiful it is. Mas mahirap gumawa ng simpleng litrato kaysa sa complicated na litrato. Use the power for good. If you can do something for charity, which I always do every year, I will not ask to be paid because people will listen to what I can show. Not listen to what I can say, what I can show. And if this if this helps one life at least, then at least you're paying back for the talent that God has given you. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Kahit mamatay na tayo o malapit na tayo mamatay, magkakamali pa rin tayo. So when somebody says, pangit yung picture mo, ano ngayon? I can grow or stand up again and try to rectify the mistakes. If people say you're not good, so what? Free your mind and the rest will follow. Kung marunong kayong kumanta, sinundan nyo na ako ng next song nito. Anyway, if you free your mind, ibig sabihin, hindi porque ito ang sinabi nila maganda, yun lang ang maganda. Maraming points of view ang photography, maraming types ang photography, maraming iba-ibang teacher. Mine is just the point of view. If my point of view works for you, then so be it. Remember, there is no wrong or right answer in photography, only expression. Thank you.